Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is McKenna. Today is June 16th. I am technically still working right now. I'm trying to finish up one more task and then I get to sign off today because today is our first baby appointment with my non-existent bump, but it's in there. Today I think I'm 8 weeks and 6 days or something according to like my estimated due date. But today is my first actual doctor's appointment. Shane is at his mom's right now helping her hang up some stuff, and then he should be heading home within the next 15 minutes. It is 1:30. Where are we going, babe?
Go see our baby.
To go see our baby. Hopefully. I hope we can hear the heartbeat. They say normally you can around 8 weeks, but I'm worried that I might not be quite 8 weeks, so I'm not gonna panic. If they can't find it, it might just be too little, but also I'm gonna panic. But we're heading there. We'll be there in like 15 minutes. I have a TikTok. Hi guys, I am currently 9.5 weeks pregnant or something like that, and I'm starting to edit everything that I have filmed since I found out that I was pregnant, because I want to be able to start putting these videos up once everyone knows, so that way we can like catch back up to real time. So let's see. I want to talk about the appointment, my first OB appointment, because I was so nervous going into that appointment because I didn't know what to expect, and most of like the videos and stuff that I found were just like super vague and like, I don't know, didn't make me feel more prepared. So I'm hoping that this will help someone else out. Do you have something to add? Or are you just here to look cute? All right, she's gonna start. So I had my first appointment at 8 weeks and 5 days or something like that, based on when my last period was. Shane went with me, we checked in, and then we sat in the waiting room for a while. Somebody called us back and we went into this room that did not feel like a doctor's office. It had like a couch and was like chill room on one side, and then there was a curtain, and the ultrasound like bed and screen and machine and stuff was on the other side of the curtain. So we went right into an ultrasound. I got on the bed. It was just a belly ultrasound, not a vaginal ultrasound, which I was happy about because I wasn't sure, with being only 8.5 weeks, what they would do. She started the ultrasound right away. She measured baby to find out how far along I actually was versus like what my period said. Then she showed us the yolk sac. She showed us what was baby. Showed us the heartbeat. She found the heartbeat and we got to hear that and see it on the screen, which was really cool. I also wasn't sure if that was going to be possible at only like 8.5 weeks. Google was kind of like 50-50, so I wasn't sure what to expect. So the ultrasound did take a little while. I was probably in there for like 15 or 20 minutes, and she was just like moving it around and checking different things. She looked at both my ovaries, both of those looked good. Just checked everything out. It was something I didn't expect from the ultrasound, because I also went in with a full bladder because I knew I was gonna have to do a urine sample, and so I had to pee, and she was like shoving the wand into my belly really hard. And so I just didn't think about the fact that like, oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable. It didn't hurt at all. I was totally fine, but I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And also I wasn't expecting, I mean, I guess I just never thought about it before, but like every time I would breathe, I feel like I was like moving her a little bit, and I felt like I was preventing her from like holding steady on the heartbeat or things like that, which was just something I never even considered. But all of that went really well. And right after the ultrasound, she sent Shane out to the waiting room, and she sent me into like the little bathroom area to get the urine sample. So I peed in a cup, gave that to the lab, and then I went back out to the waiting room to join Shane. She did print off 2 of the ultrasound pictures for us, but she took a bunch more and actually had like a recording of the whole thing that she sent to, well, not of the whole thing, but of like the important stuff, and sent that to me digitally through my email, like through their website or something. So that was cool. Went back out to the waiting room for probably another 10 minutes until the doctor was ready. Then we got brought back to like more of a traditional doctor's office room, and there was a nurse there. She asked me a bunch of questions, like medical history stuff, and I filled out some paperwork. One was like a state of Illinois form, like saying, hey, I don't have lead paint in my house, or I'm not doing anything that like would put me at risk for asbestos or things like that. And then we waited for a little bit. 2:47. We had our ultrasound. I filled out a bunch of papers and now we're waiting for the doctor. The doctor came in. She basically went through the same questions as the nurse did, but like with a little bit more detail. She did ask me, we had a conversation about my medical things with my ears. I have a cochlear implant, if you don't know, so we talked about like that I wasn't born deaf and this was something that happened later in life and blah blah blah. So we went through all of that, and then that was it. I had the chance to ask her any questions that I had. I think I might do a separate video of like questions that I asked my doctor and like things that might help you come up with like, feel prepared for the appointment, right? And like have the right questions, think about the right things. Not that I'm a professional, but I feel prepared and I feel like I asked the right questions. There's no right or wrong, but y'all get the point. And then yeah, we left. Okay, my dudes, it is 3:20 now, and I didn't vlog in there because I think I have a few random little clips, but it's just weird to vlog in there. Happy, healthy baby. Heart rate was 162, is that what it was?
Yeah, 160, 162.
162, and everything is all good, and I go back in 4 weeks. So that's that. Now we're actually stopping at Walgreens right now to print off like they only gave us printout of these 2 pictures, but they like sent me a message with a bunch of other ones. And so I went and printed some off, and then I have these little magnetic 4x4 picture holders, and we're gonna put them in here, and that's how we're gonna tell most of the people. So, how do you feel?
Happy.
That was a lot of thought for one simple word. All right, I'm gonna run in here. And that was that. I'm gonna be seen every 4 weeks until my 3rd trimester. 3rd trimester, they see me every 2 weeks. And then past my due date, I'll go in every week if I like make it that past my due date. So that's their appointment structure. I know every doctor and hospital is different. I didn't ask how many of those appointments they do an ultrasound at and how many are just like checkups with the doctor. I'll ask that at my next appointment because that is something I missed or forgot about, but that is what happened at my first appointment. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to make more videos. I plan to document this whole journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the next video coming out should be us telling everyone about our pregnancy. We actually started telling people right after this appointment. We went directly to my mom's house to tell her. So that video is coming up next, and I'll see you in the next video.